Yeah, tink, 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 tink. Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to compare some rides. We're going to see what a dry ride sounds like when you compare it with a normal or your standard ride. For our standard ride, we're using this puppy right here, which is a Zildjian 21-inch sweet ride. It's a beautiful, beautiful cymbal. And for the dry ride, we're comparing it for or against is the AA Roar Bell Dry Ride 21-inch from Zildjian. This is a beautiful cymbal as well. Now the thing about this is none of these are better than the other ones. It just depends on the application, what you're using it for. So let's have a look at the sound samples that I've done. Basically running each sound sample into the next so you can see the difference. Have a listen. Okay, cool, so let's talk about it. Two main things that will pop out from that is stick definition and wash. Stick definition basically means the initial hit from the tip of the stick onto the cymbal. And you're going to get a lot more of that from a dry ride than you would a normal ride. Okay, and it also goes for wash. Wash is basically that that comes off the cymbal. And you get a lot more of that on your normal kind of ride than you would from a dry ride. You still get a bit of both. So you'll still get a bit of stick definition and wash from the dry, and you'll still get a stick definition and wash from the normal cymbal. It's just more stick definition on a dry and more wash from a normal cymbal. Another thing that you'll pop out when you're actually playing it is that the dry ride for me and what I have experienced is that that surface is a lot harder. So the stick will spring back a lot faster. It's just that little subtle difference. And another thing you'll find is that generally on dry rides, the sound is a lot darker. Now, this is again can vary because you'll get some normal cymbals that will be a bit darker and some drier cymbals that can be not as dark as the normal. It really depends on which one you pick. Now, let's have a listen to a jazz bit that I've done here, and you'll really hear the difference in the stick definition and the wash when you compare them both. Have a listen. So you would have definitely heard the difference there. When you're playing on the dry ride, you had tink, 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 a lot of stick definition, and then when we went on to normal, it was more a lot more wash. Now remember that this isn't about musical styles. It's not that, oh, a dry ride suits this style and a normal ride suits this style. You can play jazz, pop, rock, blues on a dry ride, and you can also play it on a normal ride. It's not about that. It's about having certain textures, articulation, the feel and the sound that you want. So you have to do a bit of listening to different records of people that use dry rides and finding out the difference in what suits what you want to play. Let's have another listen to a demo that I'm doing here, just to hear a little bit more wash and how that can sound when you're playing your drums. Alright, cool, so that should really help you out. In a very basic way, you get a lot more stick definition from a dry ride, a bit more of a darker sound, and then with a normal ride you get a lot more wash. Again, this is in a very basic way, because you can get some dry rides that'll give you a bit more wash, and some standard ones that you'll get a good bit of stick definition. My advice is just to buy both. I have both cymbals. Sometimes I bring out one, sometimes I bring out the other. If I'm playing a small room, I bring out a dry ride because I can feel that the volume's a little bit more lower than a standard one. And then if I'm playing a bigger gig, or even if I'm playing a bit more rock and roll where I want to wash on that cymbal, I bring out a standard one. So it really just depends on the situation. It's good to have both, and it's good to experiment with both, because you'll never really know until you take it out and gig it and record with it and have a good time with it. Alright guys, I hope that helps. Remember, please comment, let me know what you think. Also hit this video a like, help me out, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take it easy guys, have a good one, bye bye.
Guys, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and if you like what you're seeing here today, you can see a lot more videos. Just click on any of them here on the screen.